is that it's a freaking waste of time, because by the time someone fucks you up and then you have to like stew over it for like 20 or 30 years before it gets distilled down into like a little pearl of like literature lasting like a few hundred pages, and then you have to like revise that shit and fix it up and make all the verbs like pretty and cut all the adverbs out, and then you have to get a publisher and get it published, and by the time it's on the bookstore shelves, like, the people you're getting revenge on are either dead or don't give a fuck anymore and don't even remember what they did, and the ghosts of injustice are like, who gives a shit? Which is why tonight we're going to introduce you to just-in-time rage publishing. We're going to give you like the road rage of authorship. Wait, that didn't come out the way I thought. But anyway, the point is, we're going to teach you how to like preemptively use literature to fuck people up before they fuck you up. Or like instantaneously transform your traumas into literature within like 1 business day or less. Or your freaking money back. Basically, your like cycle of like digestion and regurgitation is going to be lightning fast. You're going to turn your emotions into freaking fiber milkshakes, and you're just going to like poop literature, and it's going to be angry, searing, you know, indictments of the system that are going to like tear the... Anyway, basically you're going to have like genetically engineered mitochondria that allow you to process your anxieties and rages instantaneously into literary fiction. There's only one downside, which is that you will no longer have any sense of humor, but I'm not saying you're literary, you already don't have a sense of humor. So next up, we have the amazing Yamashita, who I've been like literally pestering to come read here for like 5 years. I've been by emailing her like constantly. She is like a phenomenal, amazing writer whose books include Circle K Cycles and Tropic of Orange. And her new book is The I Hotel, which I've been looking at. It's an amazing, amazing book about activists and students and believers and visionaries of the 1970s, and you know, she's like a phenomenon. People come from miles around to see her read because of like the brain embiggening results of her readings. Like, you come out with your brain like 3 or 4 or possibly like 7 times larger, and the cranial, like, people get special operations afterwards, and it's awesome. Actually, you know, her following has gotten to the point, and she became so stretched out with all of the commitments of everything she was doing, that Yamashita is not actually a person anymore. She got to the point where she had this following of like thousands of, you know, fanatical, you know, believers and followers and fans of her work that would follow her around wherever she went, and she just didn't have time to do everything for all of them, so they decided to like take on some of that, and so now Yamashita is actually a worker-owned cooperative, and there's actually 10,000 people who are Yamashita all together, and this has several upsides, including like she can get to a lot of events now. She's very, very good at getting stuff done. She's you know, she can. Lots of different clothes fit her, which is a plus. You know, downsides include it can take a long time to reach any kind of decision because of the whole collective decision-making, you know, cooperative nature of the enterprise, and you know, there's a lot of like, you know, internecine, like sometimes her left leg and her right leg don't quite agree on like the posturing of the Yamashita enterprise and which way it should be facing and how it should greet the challenges of the next millennium and so on. But they've solved it. They solved the problems because they found like a solution through distributed collective unconsciousness using satellites, and now the 10,000 people who are Yamashita are only her when they're asleep and dreaming. So when she steps up on the stage, it's actually 10,000 dreaming people, and if some of them start to wake up, she may flicker a little bit, but it's okay because others will be falling asleep shortly, and usually it's only like intermittent interruptions, and it should be fine. So please welcome the amazing Yamashita.